times x plus 1 plus 2, and we're going to go ahead and divide that by 2x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 1 and minus 1. So right away we notice that we have this x plus 1 and x plus 1. Since we have addition or subtraction in both the numerator and denominator, we cannot simply just cross out x plus 1. If we were to say those are crossed out, that would be mathematically incorrect. That would say, like for example, if you had 2 times 5 plus 2 and you had 5 times 5, right, because x plus 1 minus 1, that would not give you the same thing as 2 plus 2 over 5 minus 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, 5 minus 1 is 4, so this entire answer is 1. Where if we look at the top, we have 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12, and 5 times 5 is 25, minus 1, that's going to give me 24. And so these are not equivalent, correct? And so therefore we can't just simply cross out those values. We would definitely have to work it out, multiply, and see what we get and see if anything can reduce from there. So that's going to be our first step. Step 1, multiply. Alright, so we have 2 times x and 2 times 1, so that's going to give me 2x plus 2, and then plus that extra 2 in the numerator. Denominator, we're going to have to FOIL, so we're going to have to multiply everybody. We have 2x times x. We have 2x times 1. We have 3 times x and 3 times 1. And we're going to combine any like terms that we have. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. 3x times x is 3x. And 3 times 1 is 3. And then I have this minus 1 that I can't forget about. We got to make sure that we bring him down. I also have 2 x terms, and so I will combine them in my final answer. So I have 2x squared plus 5x, and then 3 minus 1 is 2. So I'm going to have a plus 2 here. Okay, so now we want to try to combine like terms. Combine like term. And so here we have 2 plus 2. So I'm going to have 2x plus 4. All over, and then at the bottom I want to see if I can possibly factor this. For right now, let's go ahead and just rewrite 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Now first we have 2x plus 4. 2x plus 4 can be rewritten as, well, we want to factor out a 2. 2 times x plus 2. In the denominator, though, we have a trinomial. So we want to try to factor the trinomial. Factor 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Now you guys know I do slide divide, so we're going to multiply here. 2 times 2 is 4, so I'm going to have x squared plus 5x plus 4. So I'm looking for what multiplies to give me 4 and adds to give me 5. Well, that's nice and easy. We have 4 and 1. 4 times 1 gives me 4. 4 plus 1 gives me 5. And these are my factors. So we have x plus 4 and x plus 1. Now remember, we multiplied by 2. So that means both of my factors I need to divide by 2. 4 over 2 gives me 2. So I can go ahead and put that. So rather than here, this is going to be x plus 2. Notice 1/2 doesn't work out to an integer, so remember we kick the denominator to the front. 2x plus 1. Okay, and I'm just going to rewrite that over here. X plus 2 and 2x plus 1. So now we look. Do any of the factors match? Well, 2, there's no other 2's, but x plus 2 there are. So x plus 2 will reduce to 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and in the denominator I have 2x plus 1. Again, guys, we got to make sure that we set our denominator equal to 0. So step 1 we multiplied, step 2 we combine like terms, step 3 oops, sorry, let's put the 3 over here. Step 3, refactor, and 4, we're going to set denominator equal to 0. So I have 2x plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 1, divide by 2, and so x is equal to a negative 1/2. So since x is equal to negative 1/2, that means that for our final answer, x cannot equal negative 1/2. And why? Because that will make our denominator 0. So our answer is 2 divided by 2x plus 1, and then x cannot equal negative 1/2. Okay, let's take a look at one more. So B, our next one, x squared minus x minus 6 divided by 5x squared plus 10x. All right, so first is multiply. Can we multiply anything? No. Second, factor. So we're going to go ahead and factor. We're looking for what multiplies to give me 6, subtracts to give me negative 1. Multiplies to give me 6, subtracts to give me negative 1. Well, subtraction, again, 6 and 1, that's going to subtract to give me 5. 2 and 3, those can subtract to give me 1. So let's put 2 and 3. And does 2 minus 3 give me negative 1, or 3 minus 2? So we're going to put the negative with our 3. So we get x plus 2, x minus 3. Alrighty. Denominator. We have something that looks a little bit different here. So first I look at my numbers. 5 and 10. Is there a number that can go into both of them? And that is 5. Also, I'm going to notice that they each have at least one x term. So I'm going to also take a factor of x. Now 5x times what will give me 5x squared? That's going to give me x. 5x times what is going to give me 10x? And that's a plus 2. Next, I try to see, are anybody alike? So x plus 2, I do have two x plus 2's. So we are going to go ahead and reduce those to 1. So here I have x minus 3 divided by 5x. Again, my last step, take my denominator, set it equal to 0. And so when we divide by 5, x is equal to 0. 0 parts of 5 is still 0. And so x cannot equal 0. So our final answer is x minus 3 divided by 5x. And x cannot equal 0. Okay, for homework. Okay, and for homework, I would like you guys to try these two on your own.